Hey guys, Caitlin here with my final fantasy installment, Jack Epoch, I think, and the Forbidden Quicken, Borrowed Magic. It's a graphic novel. It's a cute little book that I found highly entertaining. It started off as a comic. I believe there are 5 or so other ones in this series. It starts with Jax, who's a bookworm and doesn't pay attention to where she's going and ends up falling through an interdimensional portal. When she gets there, she leaves sticky notes to find her way back because it ends up being this maze. It's like Alice in Wonderland. And she finds there a magic book and magic gloves and magic shoes. And what she writes is a note that says, "I'll borrow these and I'll return them. Your friend Jax." What she doesn't realize is she just broke like an interdimensional law and has awakened the Quicken Forbidden, which is a dimensional being that is going to now hunt her down and kill her because she has broken the laws that she didn't know existed. She comes back and realizes that she has split herself in half when she went through the dimensional portal, and her other half is trying to kill her, and she ends up killing it first just because it exploded and she got away. Her evil half exploded a building, and she got away. Everyone's mad at her. They're like, "What's wrong with you? Why are you so mean?" And then she realizes, oh man, I let a dragon out. Now they say the dragon is just a mechanical one, but she knows that it's real because she could feel it. She felt it when she was beating it up with her awesome shoes and gloves. After that, she gets kidnapped by a secret organization whose portal is the one that she fell into. And so she has to help them because they have her on video breaking into the building with her boyfriend when really she was just reading and not really paying attention to where she's going. So pay attention to where you're going when you're reading. You don't want to accidentally break into a secret lab and end up in an alternate dimension. So she falls asleep and dreams about the alternate dimension and then wakes up and everyone's like, "What's wrong with you?" She dreams about worms and planting seeds, and I'm sure there's some metaphorical things going on here that I didn't catch because I enjoy this as a fast read, not a super in-depth read. Let's see. She decides she wants to try out the magic, and she catches her hand on fire, and I thought this was like the coolest thing. She sets her hand on fire, and she's like, "Oh my God, I need my hand." So you set yourself on fire, you're going to burn your hand off. And then she's able to grow it back. But what happens is she grows it back as a tree stump. And then she grows it back normal. Just a real quick, she figures it out. And then she brings a marshmallow to life. And she's trying to figure out how to use this magic. And then she gets a page. They found the dimensional portal that she fell through, and she has to go back now because they need her to retrieve some multi-million-dollar robotic thing that they can't find, and no one has made it through and back alive. Only she has. So she's like, "I guess I have to because you have me on video, and you'll report me to the police." So she goes in to find it, and it is just, it's chaos because there's this Quicken that is just trying to kill her the whole time, and he follows her no matter where she goes, and she goes through like a space place, and then she goes through a place where they buy hands to put back on people, and then like stairs and beautiful bookcases that she doesn't want to leave, and then the Quicken finds her and tries to kill her, so she lights the books on fire, and the robot that she's supposed to be saving, she finds it, and she puts her name on it, and so the dimensional people will give it to her, and the robot saves her, and his homing device brings them back to Earth. But they don't actually go back to Earth because she ends up in a laboratory, and they start doing tests on her. And eventually she'll break out, and she awakens this crazy monster thing that's trying to kill her and everyone else. And then she escapes from there. And then she realizes that she's been gone for 8 months. This whole journey has been an 8-month-long journey just because time travels differently. I did skip a part. I'll go back a little bit. That while all this is going on, she's also on trial for interdimensional travel, and that's why the Quicken is after her, to kill her, because she broke the law, and now she has to pay for it, because if you travel between dimensions, you have to be dead. And so the Quicken is going to kill her. At the end of the book, she realizes that she's pretty depressed and on her own, and she goes, maybe if I just fall asleep, things will go back to normal. Because she keeps waking up dreaming and all different things. She says, I wonder what you dream about when the waking world stops feeling real. She can't tell the difference between reality anymore, and that's it's just the topic itself, thinking about that, like her reality has shifted so much it doesn't feel real, so when she's dreaming she doesn't know if that's real. And then she still has to deal with the Quicken trying to kill her and all of that. This is the first of the series, and my library doesn't have the rest of them. If they did, I'd probably pick them up, just because it was a really quick and interesting read. They do have some full colors in the back. So, looking for something fun, go pick it up.